right, we are live. Ready to roll.
Great. I can start with number 1.
Cool.
Let's see. Which of the following are residents of rich countries likely to have in greater quantities or better quality than residents of poor countries? And I picked all of the above. D.
Yep. That's what I picked.
That's what I got.
Awesome.
For number 2, I got C, 35 years.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I got. For
3.
Let's see, for number 3.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Samson, do you want to take that one?
Yeah. 10 times.
Yep.
C, 10 times for less than 20 times.
Yep. I got the same thing.
That's what I got too. For number 4, talking about the countries, I got C.
Yep. Okay. Number 5, I got B. 2%.
Oh, this one I got C, 2.5.
Where did you find that at? Because I picked B as well, but I could be wrong.
So I picked B because I found it in the chapter 12 intro. Bring that up.
So I looked on the graph that they had on one of the first pages. And they were all like 2.6, 2.5.
See,
but maybe I read the question wrong.
I'm just trying to figure out where I saw it on there.
In the textbook?
Yeah, looking in the textbook.
Okay.
I'm getting mine pulled up. Let's see. On 12-1, they had the variety of growth experiences, and this was real GDP per person. And so the growth rate per year percent was on the side, and so that's where I got my number from. And it does have the last 100 years or so. It says like period 1900 to 2014. But that's, I guess.
Wait. 1900 to 2014. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was missing that part on the graph.
Yeah.
Where are you seeing this? Okay. I'm trying to see.
See, in the intro, it says in the United States, this might be wrong, but in the United States over the past century, average income as measured by real gross domestic product per person has grown by about 2% per year.
Oh, yeah. So that's where I found it in the intro there. So that's why I went with 2%.
Yeah, I knew I got it from intro, and I was like, well, where did I see it? But,
Yeah.
So
this says countries that grew the fastest over the last 10 years or so had that.
That's true.
But I don't know if that's, hold on, is that top countries or just most countries? Maybe it is 2% because it's like an average.
Yeah, because that would be pretty close to an average, because the intro doesn't mention anything about the fastest over the 100 years.
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
Oh, grew the fastest though.
Yeah, so the intro doesn't mention it being the fastest. So we can,
because Brazil, Japan, and China is what I hear.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't know.
I don't know either. Either 2 or 2.5, which is 50-50.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those.
Yeah.
All right. For number 6, I got A, 12%.
I got B, 10%.
Oh, because I got A as well.
Okay, how did you guys do the math on that?
So this one, I think I just took the real GDPs and I figured out the percentage change of just the real GDP number. I didn't worry about the million population at all. I just looked at the GDP increase or decrease, and I got 12% increase.
Okay, because I got the growth rate using the growth rate equation that they put in there, and so I took the present value of 2.2 million and subtracted that by the past, which was the 2 million, and then divided that by the past of 2, and that's how I got 10%. I'm not sure if that was how we were supposed to do it or the other way.
So I picked 2%. Jesse did it. Oh, is anyone pick D 2% also?
No, I picked A, 12%.
Yeah, we've got 2 A's and a B.
And now a D.
And a D. Because
Yeah.
what
Oh,
I did
man.
is I do the math like 2.2 million. So the GDP divided by the 2.2 million, and then minus the last year. So just 561 divided by 2.2, and then minus the 500 divided by 2. It's 5, and then 5 divided by the 500, and then it's 2%. That's what I calculate because it's per person.
It is per person. I just noticed that. So did you find that on the study guide? Was that an equation on the study guide? Per person?
Per person.
So,
No, it's just logic. Logical.
there's per worker. I don't know if that means per person. There's GDP per capita. There isn't an equation for per worker, but there's per capita. Oh wait, here it is. Here's something in the PowerPoint, slide 9, mentioning something about per worker, quantity, labor. Oh, real GDP would be Y divided by L, which is the quantity of labor. That's what's giving you the output per worker.
Which is what we need per person.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, 2% might just be right.
Yeah. I'll put this one. Okay, because there's the production function, and it says in the PowerPoint this equation shows that productivity output per worker depends on, and then it lists out what all of those depend on. Okay, so that might be better to do the equation with per worker on there with the 2%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, we'll go with it.
Okay, let's roll with it.
Okay, 7. Which of the following would it's productivity D. No, number 7.
Yep, D, productivity.
D, productivity, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And number 8, let's see, on number 8, I got C, inflation adjusted prices. Or,
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess C and D are the same, but C.
Mhm.
Cool. Number
Okay.
9, I put would it increase the alternative, or increase as the alternative would increase the supply of oil. I put D, I believe. But I don't know if I'm 100% sure on that one.
So actually, the way I thought about it, so if you find an inexpensive alternative to oil, such as like for cars that use oil, if you switch over to like using a Tesla car that's all electric, the alternative to that would decline let's see, the oil adjusted for inflation would decline because we wouldn't need it anymore to produce, well, we might need it to produce electric cars, but we wouldn't need it to run the electric cars, so then it would decline. So I went with A on it, and then
Oh yeah, so it would
alternative,
decline the demand. Okay.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then it
that
would
makes sense.
reduce the demand. So yeah.
A. Same.
Yeah, that's actually what I went for too, was A. Okay. Number 10, I went with B as in boy, output per worker, but not productivity.
I went with D as in dog on that one. Anybody else?
I did A. So not sure.
E as well, yeah.
You had B as in boy or D
Yeah,
as in dog?
I had B as in boy, but I wasn't 100% sure. I just kind of was like, I think it's B.
So I thought I found this one in the book at 12 2B. I just put in my notes here that it was near the bottom.
12 2B. Let me get there. B.
Let's see where it's all this. Because
it
let's see, labor
increases
productivity
all
depends.
the fields. Yeah.
So, yeah, I got answer D as well. Neither productivity and nor output per worker.
Well, okay, and so what I figured was labor productivity depends on physical capital per worker. So if you don't increase either, like if you don't increase one more than the other, then it's not going to increase the other. Is that what I was pulling from it? So they both increase the same. So then I think it mentioned in there that if you have more capital than more capital per worker, then it gives them more opportunities to work better or produce more, be more productive. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I went with D. But
Makes sense. Yeah, because it's not
Okay.
it's not necessarily increasing. You've you've doubled your work supply, but it's not making your productivity, I guess,
go any better.
grow. Yeah, it's still just the same ratio.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I found
That
it.
makes sense. That makes sense.
I found it at the PowerPoint page 17. It talks
Okay.
about, the equation. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like what George said. The same thing.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So for number 11, I put D. All of the above are correct.
Yep. Same.
Yep. I put
Great.
Question. Well, I don't know this one. I'm sorry. But I picked
12. I got
B.
A.
I don't know. Anyone?
So I got D as in dog.
So yeah, I put D as in dog. George, did you say A? Is what you picked?
Yeah, I said A, but I didn't have any reasoning behind this. So I might have just guessed on this. I didn't even note it.
So since productivity is going to change, we just have to figure out how it's changing. And since you add more workers, you should, it should rise. But I did find it doesn't double exactly. And so that's the only one. Like it says that it would rise, but it would be less than double.
Yeah, I remember reading that somewhere. I can't remember where it was. I didn't make a note for
It
it.
should increase it. But I think maybe my reasoning behind it was with like the equation that they kept bringing up. So like if you doubled something, then your result would be bigger. And that was the only option that had it where you could increase it. So that's why I picked that one.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember my reasoning for A at all. So
That's okay. Okay, so 13 is I picked C as in cat. Workland. Yeah, Workland has lower productivity but higher real GDP per person than Laborland.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
same here.
14. It's C. I picked C. Faster than relative rich country. This called catch-up effect.
Yep, same here.
Yes, I did that.
Yep.
Cool.
Number 15, I got D as in dog.
So I picked B as in boy on 15. But what was my
Yep, I
reasoning?
put B as in boy.
And this I couldn't find. I noted here that I couldn't find it, so it could go either way. Let me see.
So I knew for sure, I found in the book that the human capital per worker would increase. And I didn't see why it wouldn't increase or decrease or keep this. Yeah, I guess I didn't see why it would decrease the physical. Opposite. So it would decrease, but that it wouldn't increase the physical capital. So that's why I put B, that they would both decrease. The first part I'm definitely sure on,
So
but yeah.
so the physical capital, is it talking about the machines and stuff like that? Physical capital?
Well, so if you go with B, the physical capital decreasing per worker would actually increase because you're taking your best educated and skilled persons and taking them out of the country. So if you're taking people away, then you're going to have more machines than you have people if you have the equal amount of machines per person.
Yeah.
Because originally you would probably build enough machines for how many people you have to use the machines. And so then if you sent those people away, then you're getting a surplus of machines and a shortage of people. It's kind of the way I took it.
Okay, so then D as in dog would make sense.
Yeah, because then it would,
Yeah.
because then it would decrease, but then physical capital would increase. So
For number 16, I put D as in dog, 10%.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. So 17, I picked C as in cat.
17, I got B as in boy.
Okay. I didn't write down my reasoning for this one, so I probably guessed on it myself.
This one was hard to find. I think it talks a lot about it in 12-3B, but I couldn't exactly get like a straight answer.
And I feel like I was the same way with that.
Like it was saying, here, let me go find it.
12-3B.
It talked about the long run.
That's true.
I think it's right under the graph.
I don't know.
Yeah, it says in the long run, the higher savings rate leads to higher level of productivity and income, but not to higher growth in these variables. Reaching this long run, however, can take quite a while. So that's why I think I went with C. So like it takes a while to get there, so it's not improving until it gets there.
Yeah, and that's kind of hard because B kind of says the same thing, like the economy is moving towards the long run, but it's not going to happen in the long run.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
wait, if you go with C, because what you just read there said that it's not going to happen in the long run. Was that right?
No, that it does. It does happen in the long run.
Oh, it does happen in the long run.
It
I think
does. Yeah.
It says it takes a while to get there, which I think that's where I use my reasoning that it would happen in the long run, but not as it's moving there.
Yep.
Okay. That makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
See.
What? Yeah, see, so now that you read it, I'm like, oh, there's where my reasoning came from. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it wasn't
and
a
I just-
straight, clear answer. It was kind of like you had to deduce what it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
So hopefully that's what they were going for.
I know.
yeah.
Number 18, I got C as in cat.
Yep. Or, oh, I got B as in boy.
Oh,
This one I went with C because I believe that more capital per worker means more growth, but I wasn't quite sure on that. So
So let me double check my sources. I'm pretty sure it's similar to the catch up effect. Let's see if it says it exactly. Let's see. Okay, yes. Controlling for other variables such as the percentage of GDP devoted to investment. Poor countries tend to grow up at faster rates than rich countries. And they use this example where, like, in school, you have the most improved student and then the best student. So even though the most improved isn't the best, like, they still grew the most. And lower countries are more likely to have that happen, like smaller with less capital work. So in both these situations, both of them are given a chance to grow. The one with more capital per worker, they're already really elite, I think. So it's not going to show as fast that they're growing as fast, but they're still way ahead probably than the smaller country.
Yeah, that makes sense now. I don't think about it. So
that's why I put that one. So cool.
Yeah, so I think B will be the right one on that one because it's like the idea of that story that they put on there of the sailor that landed on a desert island or whatever, and he has hardly anything, but he has to build everything himself, and then he has to grow from there.
Yep.
And he could grow faster because he has to be more productive compared to somebody that already has everything. So.
Yep. So. Cool.
That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Okay, so 19. See, I went with Wasn't too sure on this one, so I went with B as in boy.
That's what I picked.
Okay.
I went with D as in dog. And I show here that I found it in 12.3G in the book. So let me double check.
Because I remember searching for this one.
Word-oriented policies.
So the one that would be least likely to result in a more rapid economic growth for a poor or developing country. So least likely, which is why I picked strict, but let's see.
I think I might, I don't know, because right there in the beginning of 12.3G, it mentions inward-oriented policies, but
Huh?
Did you get what'd you get on this one
I think,
on 19?
yeah, I think D as well.
B.
Because if you look at the PowerPoint page 34, it's a country with inward-oriented policy has generally failed to create growth. Yeah. If I look, yeah. Just
Okay.
based on this sentence, I picked D.
Yeah.
Because least likely to result in more rapid growth. Then this one say fail to create growth. So the inward-oriented policy is kind of like stop trading from the other country.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was
Okay.
I said I was sure on this. So.
Yeah, not good at all.
Like 34. Well, that
Okay.
would make sense.
So then with that, it would be D as in dog, right? Because
Yeah.
it's least likely to result in more rapid growth.
Yeah.
Okay. Word policies. Well, it's crazy to believe that they can go through and judge like all these different parts of the world and how they grow and their population and stuff. And just to give you an idea of it, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Number 20, I got A on that one.
Yes, that's what I got
me
too.
too.
Sweet.
All right, see what we got.
Yep, submit it. Cross my fingers. Ooh, A minus. 18.
Sweet.
That's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, but sweet.
Oh, I got a B. Mine. I had a different answer on one of those than you.
Oh, man.
Dang it.
Oh, dang.
I wish we could